How you doing today? My name's Ayin, and today's topic of discussion is going to be aware of just how small you make your circle. Be careful of how small you make your circle. Be careful of how small you make your circle. Now, when I think about this and what I'm referring to when I'm talking about circle, your circle of friends, your circle of people who you deal with, intimately, and just in your dealings. Be careful of making your circle small. And what I mean by making your circle small, or perhaps too small, certain things that you do, you say, which we've covered on this channel in regards to destructive talk, off-kilter comments, being discouraging, being a know-it-all. That's one of the things that I just touched on in my last video. Just being, quick to defend your position, argumentative, just really a bully, not respecting other people's opinions, their time, their space, all of this. When you do this and you have this so-called really big personality, you should take note on just how small your circle may be shrinking. Or the people that you have in your circle, watch, they'll start to shut down on you. Because it'll be a battle that they don't want to take on. I know it's like that for me with certain people that I deal with. I'm just like, I don't even want to touch it. There's certain things that I won't even discuss, or topics I won't go near, because I'm just like, you know what? You're so stuck in your ways. You're just so overbearing. You're just so pedal to the metal. You just won't stop. You're gung-ho. You're going to overtalk me. You're going to cut me off. You're going to, that I'm just like, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even care what you think up on it. I just rather keep it to myself. So be careful of how small you make your circle. I remember it was years ago. It was a guy that I was acquainted with through, going into one of the local electronic stores where I get my electronic goods and whatnot. And he seemed real cool. And once I got to know him outside of the workplace, he was really kind of like a jerk. Well, when I kind of backed up on my dealings with him, I'm just like, man, a situation came up to where one of the co-workers were talking to me about him. And he had made mention of that, a lot of people, once they're dealing with him, once they, not dealing with him in this workplace, they just see, who he really is. And I really didn't pay too much mind to it. And what I mean by pay too much attention to it is I didn't really engage him in this talk of talking about this guy. But I was just kind of thinking to myself, I'm just like, man, so I'm not the only one. This dude, he's like this. And it just kind of made me back up off of him, because I'm just like, just the way that he is on this thing, he, comes off as really offensive. And, so I'm sure that with me pulling back up out of his circle, it just kind of made me take note that with this other gentleman saying some of the same things that people were coming in about him, on just how small, your circle may get. But that was something like years ago. But there's other incidents where I know of people doing that, and they shrink it down to nothing. Now, the thing that some people may say is, oh, I don't care, because I'm just me. I'm just who I am. Okay, you just who you are. Then why even engage with anybody else? If you don't want to hear any other opinion, or don't want to, partake in a conversation, or just, a back and forth, why even talk to anybody? Why even talking to anybody? And, how did you get your knowledge? I'm sure you got it through interacting or talking with people, and it's the same thing. It's all right to take a back seat on things sometimes. That's all I'm saying. Another friend of mine, he told me that he was talking to a coworker, and they had some issues going on. So he gave his 2 cents on it. And they actually told him, I didn't ask you for that. I didn't ask you anything about that. And he's mature enough to where when he was referring the story to me, talking to me, he was like, I had to just take it. He was like, because the truth of the matter is they didn't ask for my take on it. They were just talking to me. Now, I don't know what came of the relationship, whether, it was damaged or whatnot, but it was just an isolated event that I'm glad that, he was able to share with me. Because, we got to laugh off of it, but it just kind of made me more conscious of the way that I even talk to people. So it's just something to be mindful of. It's my 2 cents on it. In the meantime, go check out a book I've written, Kilimanjaro's The Arithmetic of Family Communication. I'll leave a link in the description box. You can get the book on Amazon in paperback or an ebook copy. And also, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask in regards to, something may be bothering you, I'll do my best to answer it in the video. You send your email to ayin.kilimanjaro@gmail.com. And in the meantime, stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. My name's Ayin. You have a good one.